We now have concrete proof that tariffs have backfired on the United States and created a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity for China. Jensen Huang, CEO of America's largest and most important tech company, NVIDIA, has gone on the record stating that Trump's ban of selling products to China will cut sales for NVIDIA by over $15 billion. NVIDIA spent over $8.68 billion on R&D in 2024, an 18% increase from the $7.34 billion it spent in 2023. And you simply can't be a market leader and driver of innovation in the microchip industry without making these type of investments. But with US tariffs cutting NVIDIA sales by tens of billions of dollars, the company is going to experience significant headwinds with funding their R&D. Before Trump imposed chip export restrictions, NVIDIA had a 95% market share of AI chips sold to China. That's now been cut to only 50%. Once again, NVIDIA CEO Jensen Huang went on the record to state China's chip market could be worth $50 billion next year. It would be a shame not to be able to enjoy that opportunity, bring home tax revenues to the United States, create jobs, sustain the industry. You see, Jensen Huang is caught in a very difficult position. Jensen is a naturalized US citizen. His company, NVIDIA, is the crown jewel of the US stock market, with a market cap of over $3 trillion. Of course, he wants his company and the United States to succeed in the long term. But you don't become a billionaire and one of America's smartest CEOs without acting boldly. And Huang is brave enough to admit that China is the future, and collaboration with China would be in the best long-term interests of both NVIDIA and the United States. This is why on April 17th, just 24 hours after Trump passed his first chip restrictions against China, Jensen Huang boarded a private plane and flew halfway around the world only to land in Beijing and meet with the China Council for International Trade. This was quite the bold move for one of America's most prominent CEOs. Jensen Huang sent a clear signal to Beijing that he and his company don't agree with Trump's actions. Jensen went on to state that NVIDIA would, quote, spare no effort to optimize its products for China and would, quote, unswervingly serve the Chinese market. If NVIDIA's China market share has been reduced from 95% to 50%, which company is filling the remaining 50% gap for China? It's no surprise here, but this large market share has now been transferred to Huawei, one of China's most innovative and powerful tech companies, who recently launched the Ascend 920 AI chip to fill the void left by NVIDIA's departure from the Chinese market. With Trump now forbidding the sale of NVIDIA's H20 chips to China, Trump has essentially offered Huawei an additional $15 billion in revenue. This is a game-changing amount of money, which is equivalent to 60% of Huawei's total R&D budget and twice that of NVIDIA's own R&D budget. And this is why many people in China look at Trump's tariff war as a gift to China.